What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for a special podcast for you. This podcast, we will be going over and discussing the importance of tag team wrestling and with the addition of the Hardy Boys and the Revival, how much more promising tag team wrestling looks now in the WWE. How much more important tag team wrestling looks in the WWE. You know, for so long, tag team wrestling has been a vital part in the WWE. You know, take a look at all the great tag teams in history. Legion of Doom, the Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian, Brothers of Destruction, the Dudleys, among others. Huge list. Money Incorporated. All these great tag teams. Epic matches. Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, and the Dudleys. TLC match for the Tag Team Championship. Hart Foundation. Huge list. You can't name them all. I mean, honestly, great tag team wrestling within all these tag teams. Now, here lately, tag team wrestling had a little slump in WWE. We saw the same old rivalries. It was either Rusev and Jinder Royd Raging Mahal versus Big Cass and Enzo. We saw that. Or we saw Cesaro and Sheamus versus Anderson and Gallows. Or we saw a mixture of all four of those guys on Raw. On SmackDown, we saw American Alpha and the Usos. Their huge rivalry, which wasn't bad, but that's pretty much what we saw on SmackDown when it came to tag team wrestling. Or we saw all the tag teams in one big, huge 12 or 15 man, 20 man tag team matchup. Or a big, huge battle royal. That's what we saw on SmackDown. Now, with the addition of the Hardys and the Revival, things are starting to look promising and fresh. Look at the Hardys and what they can bring to the table. Absolutely awesome. Number one, just with their gimmick, first off, because Matt and Jeff Hardy going in and out with that gimmick that they made in the Indies promotion and in TNA and in Ring of Honor and all those other promotions, that broken gimmick and Brother Nero gimmick, you know they're going to be talking somewhat like that in their promos. Fans are going to go absolutely ballistic when they start doing that stuff. Fans at WrestleMania 33 screaming at the top of their lungs, yelling, delete, 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 delete. Absolutely awesome. Now, not only that, but with them wrestling, the aspect of their wrestling, their high-flying moves, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy always being daredevils with their moves. Jeff Hardy always on top of the ladders, always jumping off of everything. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to see what they do. They always put on great matches. Matt and Jeff Hardy will be a tremendous asset to the WWE roster and will bring in some fresh rivalries for us. Now, the Revival. This is something for us to see. This is an old school type gimmick. This is old school. This is hard nosed, don't mess around style type gimmick. Absolutely. These guys, Their first night on the scene was absolutely tremendous in my estimation. Went out and took out Kofi Kingston. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. They went and destroyed the New Day. Their first night on the scene. You know, these guys remind me of kind of what of old school of what the Four Horsemen used to do. They took out, they go and they're hard nosed, make a statement, don't mess around. That's what they reminded me of their first night on the scene. Absolutely loved it when they did that to the New Day. Can't wait to see what they do. Can't wait to see who WWE matches them up with. I can tell you, with the addition of these two tag teams, a high-flying style tag team like the Hardy Boys, giving us that style of matchup with a different tag team, and the Revival, which is very hard-nosed, very hardcore, don't take prisoners, not taking anybody, going in there and take people out. That style of wrestling mixed in with somebody else, absolutely awesome. Can't wait to see who they get paired up with. And two different styles of wrestling, two different styles of tag team wrestling, and makes for a very intriguing tag team matchup. And you need that in WWE, and you need that in tag team wrestling. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to see what they do. Can't wait to see how this shakeup happens and what happens with the tag teams. And I hope SmackDown also gets some stuff as well, because they're needing it on SmackDown, because SmackDown's looking kind of bleak at the moment. SmackDown's tag team division really only has, at the moment, when I'm making this podcast, American Alpha and the Usos, as far as their tag team division, as far as looking big. So as of right now, the shakeup hasn't happened, and that's what SmackDown has. Raw's tag team division looks very promising. So the shakeup, hopefully the tag teams help SmackDown out some too. Raw's tag team division looks great. I can't wait to see what happens with that, what type of wrestling and rivalries we get over on Raw, and what happens, what tag team goes over to SmackDown. I'm sure something's going to come out of that tonight on Raw. Y'all let me know what happens, what you think's going to happen in the comments below. What you think in the comments below. Subscribe, Twitter at 2007Webby, Facebook at 2007Webby. Until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.